just a shame. It's just a shame that in the past they'd have said all avenues of investigation are open, but this time they tried to close out avenues of investigation, and it appears they've reopened them. And in a time when trust in the police is at an all-time low, this just plays into that. They're trying to massage public opinion rather than do the job of investigating a brutal murder. And we saw it over Henry Novak, we saw it in the Southport. And this is, if they just stuck to the normal, what we were always used to, people would have been happy that they're getting on with the job. But by appearing to rule something out and then a few days later bringing it back in, they look manipulative. And that's a shame.
I believe what they said on Friday was there was no reason to believe at that point that there was any political motive. And they've had new evidence now.
Yes, there was no reason to believe, but what they should have said is all avenues of investigations are open. Not rule anything in, not rule anything out. That is what they always used to do. So why did they try and close some line of thinking out? Because they wanted to massage public opinion. And I'm sorry, but that when they have there's so little faith in their activities these days, they've now look, even if they haven't been, they now look as if they're trying to manipulate the public's view. And that's an appalling place for the police to be. And it's my grandfather was a copper. I believed wholeheartedly that the police were a good thing as I grew up. You know, until I was 15, one of my ambitions was to help the police with their inquiries until I discovered what it meant. And now I don't trust them an inch. That's a shame, isn't it?
Isn't it fair, though, that as new information comes to light, as new evidence comes to light, the police investigation
But why
develops?
were they publicly ruling things out, telling people that we have no evidence that? It basically said they could just say all open avenues of inquiry are open. That's all they needed to say. So why did they specifically rule things out publicly, or at least appear to? That's my question. No more than that.
No reason to believe it's different to ruling something out, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know how it felt, and you know how it came across, and you know the impression that was given. You're right, but that's passing. That's being oh so clever and subtle. What the impression they gave was one thing, and what we're discovering is another. All I say is, I hope to goodness they get on with their job, they do their investigation effectively, and hopefully they will find enough evidence to convict somebody who brutally murdered a friend of mine. That's all. Okay? Thank you.